BMS is cheerful because our principals are always in great moods.
BMS is awesome because of Mr. Julian.
BMS is awesome because of Mr. Potter, because he always is super understanding and he tries to make everything as fun as possible.
I feel seen because I can always come to Mr. Potter or Mr. Julian about any problems that's going on.
BMS is a great place. I think this because it's a good place to meet people and meet friends. I think Mr. Potter is good because every time I do the pledge, he gives me knuckles and candy.
BMS is awesome because my principals are super energetic and always give me high fives and are fun and stuff.
BMS is a welcoming place for everyone, and Mr. Potter makes the school day a lot more fun.
BMS is bussin' no cap because everybody is nice and Mr. Julian helps sort out conflicts.
BMS is awesome because my principals always have energetic personalities and always put smiles on kids' faces.
BMS is wonderful because the staff is very kind to the students, and Mr. Julian and Mr. Potter treat all the students fairly and is very kind.
BMS is where I learn because they make the lessons exciting and fun and interesting. And shout out to Mr. Potter for making the school a safe environment for children of all ages.
BMS is awesome because of Mr. Julian. I think that because every morning whenever I get off the bus and I walk through the doors, he's there to tell me good morning.
BMS is helpful because every time I see Mr. Potter and Mr. Julian in the hallways, they're either helping kids or making them feel better, and I don't know, the teachers and staff like to help kids.
BMS is joyful because you have like so many different experiences with your teachers, and it's really fun to like be in classes when they're all helpful. I'm also going to give a shout out to Mr. Julian and Mr. Potter.
BMS is so fun because there's so many cool things to do. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Potter because every day in the pickup line he's always there to greet me a good morning.
BMS is awesome because it's welcoming. The staff are always there to help you, and Mr. Potter is very kind and nice to everyone here. And the rooms are also really comforting every time you go in.
BMS is really fantastic because there's great teachers here and there's really helpful people here that help you with your work. And there's really great friends here that you can make. And it can help you with your work too here. Shout out Mr. Potter.
BMS is kind because every single time I see Mr. Julian or Mr. Potter in the hallway, they're also always helping someone.
BMS is where I am comfortable because I feel safe and sound in my classroom every day, and thank you to Mr. Potter and Mr. Julian for being here.
BMS is where I feel safe because the staff and the kids welcome me very much and I don't feel left out.
BMS is awesome because of the supportive people. I always have my friends there for me. Also, shout out to Mr. Potter for being a great principal.
BMS is caring because Mr. Potter and Mr. Julian are always looking out for their students.